Guys, happy morning.
Happy morning, sir.
Okay. The topic for today is public speaking skills and presentation skills. Before coming into public speaking skills and presentation skills, first let us understand what exactly is communication skills. Like we are working in an office, all of you are working in reputed central government offices. So there is a reputation. People identify you and people build a personality of you based on your communication skills. So sometimes even before you could communicate, when we talk about communication, we speak on verbal or non-verbal. But by the entire appearance of yours, even before you could utter any words, people create a personality of yours. And then when you start communicating, the personality, whatever they have created, it can get on to value addition, or it can also get on to denting that personality. That's what we are going to speak today about. One is communication skills. And when we talk about communication skills, we will be going to the extreme level of communication skills. That is what we call public speaking skills. I'm a good communicator. I can speak one to one. But when it comes to addressing a gathering, I feel out of the box. I feel I really cannot. And never ever I have made an attempt to get onto the dais and then speak. But I can talk one to one. You come to my chamber, you sit, I can speak to you. But asking me to even stand and speak, I will feel uncomfortable. So we will look at the various stages, and whether it is public speaking, whether it is one to one communication, whether it is a group discussion or communicating with a small group, uh, we talk about your languaging skills is also equally important. Okay. When we say languaging skills, what is the language that you are using in order to communicate? If you have a mastery on that language, if you have a proper pronunciation of that language, then it really works wonders. One. And always remember, communication should not be just mere words that I can throw onto the audience. Because whenever you stand and when you start speaking, and whenever you're sitting and you're speaking, it is not just the words merely do not carry the meaning, it carries emotions. So words are nothing but vessels which carry certain emotions when it reaches the audience. So can you transfer an emotion that can penetrate deep into the subconscious of the listener, and they should feel like I should do whatever he is asking me to do? Can I get into what is called as hypnotizing level of communication? See, when we talk about terrorists are very ordinary people who are very bad receivers. Why I call them as bad receivers is they simply fall for everything because they don't have a goal of their life. Their life is shattered. So they pick up people like them and then they try to consistently communicate on an hypnotizing level, and they make them believe that their ultimate goal of life is to give their life for the sake of Islam, give their life for the sake of one belief system that they follow, and these people would be blindly ready to even sacrifice themselves. What has actually influenced them? Again, it's communication skills. Most of the time, when an hijack happens or any kind of a kidnapping happens, it's not the police who can always bring the entire situation into control. Definitely not. It is the person who goes there as a negotiator, and he is the one who can always bring this to books, bring it to an ultimate positive end. It's never going to be the police, it's never going to be the army. So there again, we require an excellent communicator, an excellent negotiator. I'm a communicator. If at all I'm trying to communicate, can I communicate in the means by which I do not cause hurt to you, I do not cause harm to you, and in the same fashion, I'm able to collect all the informations that I want by the way you speak, and then I take the right kind of decision to deliver what words at what time and make you do what I want you to do. Ultimately, the negotiator is brought in because they say you somehow will have to see to it nobody should be hurt and the person should be brought be behind the bars. Now, a negotiator will have to go there, sit and see what kind of words he can use. A lot of movies have been made on a true incident of many such kidnapping, many such hijacking, and how a negotiator plays a very important role, and what kind of extreme level of communication skills he needs so that he can go and talk to such people and make them get negotiated. Because when I do a kidnapping, I don't do that because I should be negotiated and I should give up the entire kidnapping. No, I go there because I don't want to negotiate. It's easy to actually be a negotiator for whom they are ready to be negotiated. It's very difficult to negotiate when the other person has decided, I have done it with a purpose, I've put my life at stake in a purpose, and I'm not going to be negotiated by anybody. I have decided what I want to do, and I'm only going to do that. To execute a negotiation skills there, look at what kind of extreme communication skill is required. So sometimes today, why we are talking about communication skills, public speaking skills, and also presentation skills, more than the work being getting executed and finally reaching that complete zone, it is very important that not physically, through communication, you can transfer that information to your team and tell them, we can win this match. We can win this, what you call Chandrayana 3 as a success. We can see to it it's going to be success. Rather than seeing the success, a leader is the one who can always display that success as though it has happened right in front of the team and make them believe this experiment is going to become successful. And for that, you require excellent communication skills. And yes, you cannot always communicate on a one-to-one. Today, everybody, as and when we start growing, the availability of my time with lot of people, it starts growing. So at any point of time, I cannot take one person and start communicating with them and then make him believe that this is going to happen. That's not going to be possible. The more higher I start growing, my time span starts coming down. So I will have to learn to address them on a public gathering. Let it be a video conferencing on a public forum, or let it be in a very huge auditorium. I'm standing there and I'm talking to public. For all this, yes, communication plays a very important role. What is that you and me are doing to improve our communication skills? We are doing our routine job. Every day we are getting up, we are preparing for whatever the office needs us to be prepared. Maybe we are going through certain books because a new thing has been implemented in office. All that is fine, and you are going, you are preparing, and you are getting upgraded. But how many of us feel like at least once in a year we will have to work in polishing our communication skills? Because communication skills becomes our handwriting. We start using our own style and our own methodology of communicating, not even once taking the critics from the audience and getting it corrected. We don't do that. We never call somebody, sir, please sit. I'm going to speak for next 1 hour. Can you write the critics? I want you to give me a critics of what is right in me, what is not right in me. If you are going to tell me, I'm going to work on whatever is not right in me. That is what we say in communication. How often you have done your SWOT analysis? In communication, what are your strengths? Your English is your strength, beautiful. Body language is your strength, beautiful. Eye contact is your strength, beautiful. Voice modulation is your strength, beautiful. All these are strengths. Let us work on that. What are your weaknesses? Can I actually work on my weaknesses to transform it into strengths? Is there a possibility? If there is a possibility, I'll work on it. If there is no possibility, I will create my strength to so stronger that this weaknesses will not be visible to the world. This man, from top to bottom, he looked so dark. Nobody could even imagine that this person can become an hero. Forget about he becoming a superstar. He never had a great physique. He never had that strong head. His head was too big for the body. His eyes were too small. He was having a lean body. There was never a 9-pack or a 6-pack that could be even imagined for that body. His hairs were bald, but still he continued without what we call any kind of special makeup there. He always went as he was. Nobody could even think of giving him a side actor role, but this man had one of the greatest strengths, his style. The way he used to toss the cigar, put it into his lips, the way he used to actually use the match in order to light that cigar, that was amazing. The way he could toss the goggle, wrinkle it and put it across, everything was so amazingly done by him. Even when he was working as a conductor, people started telling, your style, Maga, it is completely different, out of the box. I think people like you should get into a movie. Sarcastically, when somebody says this, and the driver and the conductor, both of them overhear this, and the conductor says, I'm not interested. The driver says, you all be going, I'll make the arrangement, and the driver makes the arrangement for everything. And this man is pushed to Chennai and he undergoes a complete training. And he was an amazing actor because he was a very good actor, no doubt. But people could not fit him into the frame because he was so dark. But they always loved the style what he had. And accidentally, when nobody was available for a particular role play, which was for a very short duration, instead of waiting for that actor to come again, what they decided, who is that? That man is there. Now you ask him whether he can do it. He seems to be a good actor, but can he do this role? Because I cannot come again for the same place for a shooting once again. And this man agrees. It was a small frame. Within that small frame, he becomes one of the most noticed character in that entire movie, and there was no looking back. I'm talking about the greatest superstar Rajinikanth, because he started to work on his SWOT. What are his strengths? He knew his weaknesses is dark skin. He couldn't have become a Michael Jackson to change his entire skin. He told that may not work. He knew no Fair and Lovely can make his skin fair. So he stopped working on that. He started building the strength so high that that became a backbench and this became the front bench. And today when we look at him, we know this flaw is there, but nobody speaks about the flaw. We always admire him as the greatest actor. Sometimes some of the greatest strength can also become the greatest weaknesses when the world is not ready to take up. One such man was this tall Hindi man. He went to All India Radio because he wanted to be an anchor. And when he went to All India Radio, because of his harsh and rugged voice, they rejected him. Once they rejected him, he thought, let me try acting, and he gets into acting. But because the camera system and the cameras that were used during those 60s, 70s, and 80s, they could not go for a very far away focus. It had to be a close focus. Within that close focus, they had imagined the camera should be able to capture 4 feet or 5 feet. And this man who is nearing 6 feet, he never used to come in the frame. And they always thought, Itna lambu ho, we cannot put you into a frame. You cannot get into any kind of acting skills until the cameras change. And again for him, there was one such role that was accidentally given to him because the other actor, he actually had a homesickness and he felt so ill that the entire shooting had to be winded up. They think of, let us do him. And because the camera could not capture him too, they capture him in a long distance when they had to take full. They captured in an half distance when they had to capture him half. And that becomes one of the turning point in Amitabh Bachchan's life. And today his voice is admired as one of the best voices of India. So sometimes have we actually taken time to polish our communication skills? Because during the course of our time, the handwriting that we started to work on, it was very beautiful handwriting. Slowly, because consistently doing and not making any correction, our handwriting becomes a different style of our own, but there may be few flaws in that. So can I work on that flaws? So in communication skill also, it's very important that you actually collect some like-minded people who are good enough to give critics to you. Ask them to actually start giving critics about your communication skills, about your body language, about your presentation skills. So today, that is what I am also trying to do. How we can improvise on our communication skills, how we can improvise on our presentation skills, how we can improvise on our public speaking skills. What are the aspects that are responsible for it? And all of us know one of the greatest tool that is required for anybody to be in the top of the any company is excellent communication skills, excellent public speaking skills, excellent what you call presentation skills. No person who cannot communicate would be thought about being made a manager. Definitely not. Assuming we are going to work on one particular project, all of you are there. We know that this project I will continue for the next 3 months. So I will observe you for 1 week and I will pick up that person who is good enough that he is able to talk to everybody, he is able to make others understand things, he is able to impress others, he is able to negotiate when others have difference of opinion, and he has these amazing skills. All these skill sets are of communication skills only, and he is having amazing presentation skills, and his principles and display of what you call punctuality is amazing, because people keep observing all these are non-verbal communication. You need not always say that I come on time, I come on time. People notice that you are the person who always comes on time. You are the person who always comes smartly dressed. You are the person who is the last person to leave this auditorium, to leave this office. Then people observe you. These are called as managerial skills. Along with that, this person is capable of influencing others. Because of him, there are two, three more of them who have started to come on time. When he came on time, there were this few set of people who actually like the way he is coming. They start automatically becoming one like him. People who contradict, they start advising him. Why do you want to come early? You can come late only now. What's wrong in this? But he's an amazing communicator. Rather than falling for those people who told that he need not come on time, he starts communicating and telling how important it is for us to come in time, how the energy which is surrounding us is keeping account of every time discipline that we have followed, and he will give us back in abundance. All of us know this trick. A person who is always late will always be late, because for him everything works late. A person who is always on time, even at certain time when he could not reach a venue, having a desire and starting exactly according to the time, some miracles will happen and he will be brought to that particular auditorium exactly before time, because he has respected time and he has created an aura surrounding him. For whatever reason, I can never be late. So the universe takes care of seeing to it that he will never be late. But a person who is always late, even when he says I'm going to come on time, he also knows, I also know, you will never be on time. And we advise him, I know you will never be on time, it's okay. And he says, no, 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 definitely I will come. But he also knows, even after saying definitely I will come, he will not be able to come. So that way the universe is observing us. It will give back whatever we are actually taken. Again, it will bounce back. And whatever we display outside, somebody else will display onto us. So very important that we follow a positive communication skills. That's the reason even when we wish each other, instead of wishing good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, we go to an extreme level. Ultimately, what is the purpose of our life? The very purpose of our life is happiness. All of you agree? You studied the best of the academics. Why? Because you felt that after that a good job will create abundant happiness. You marry that beautiful girl because you know that will create abundance happiness. It's not the girl, it's the happiness that the girl brings to your life. And then you decide I should have kids. It's not because you want to have kids, the happiness that you get when you have kids. You send your kids to the best of the best school, at least 10 times better than the school that you have studied. Again, it is for the happiness that brings to him and the happiness that brings to me. So that way we know we are always chasing this happiness in our life. Instead of always chasing happiness in our life, let us use that happiness in abundance even while we are communicating. But we don't do it. We always create scarcity when we communicate. We don't want to communicate abundantly happiness. Even if I want to wish one of you happy birthday, I wait for your birthday to come. And once your birthday comes, I will make you stand on the dais, and then we all wish you a very happy birthday. Our communication is good. But one of you were absent. When you come the next day, wish him happiness for that day. What do we wish? Happy belated birthday. What does that mean? Go back to yesterday, enjoy your yesterday's birthday and come. We don't want to simply wish happiness. We give it in lots and lots of scarcity. That is how we have been actually conditioned. For anything to wish happiness, we wait for the festivals to come. Beauty is that at least in one of the religion, there is festival every day. And there are some of the religion where the festival comes once in a year or twice or thrice in a year. You wait for that to come and then you say, Happy Christmas, Happy Eid, Happy Ramzan. Look at our communication. Why don't we use happiness in abundance? Because the very purpose of why we are actually here is ultimately to experience happiness. How did our childhood go? First day we would have cried going to the school. But was it because we never wanted to go to the school we cried? No, we always wanted to go to school because we saw my elder brother going to school, my elder cousin going to school, and when we were not sent to the school, we used to ask Mama, Mama, when will you send me to school? I want to go to school. Because as a child, even there you had understood that at home there is not so much of happiness. When I go to school, there will be abundance happiness. In seeking that abundance happiness, you wanted to go to school. You pestered your mom, Mama, Mama, I want to go to school. Then you came to school. You would have cried. You did not cry because the school was not happiness. School was definitely happiness. But the detachment from your mom, because mom was not sitting next to you, you cried. And did you enjoy the school? Yes, for 1 week you felt that is the happiest moments of your life. And slowly you started realizing what happiness is this. I was much more happier at home. Now I am not feeling so much happier. Maybe from kindergarten, if I go to first standard, I'll be happy. With that anticipation of happiness, you come and you reach your first standard. But if you look at the 2 years of kindergarten studies, what you did, never you would have lived in the present. See, most important as a good communicator is, can you communicate to the world and say, forget about the past because you cannot change it. Forget about the future because that also cannot be changed. But if you work on your present, your future can be changed. Most of us do not work on this present. We always crib about the past which you did not enjoy, and you always are anticipating somewhere in future I will be very happy. All of us. Somewhere in future I'll be very happy. Let me get a promotion, then I'll be very happy. Right now, without promotion, there are a lot of hours and lot of days and lot of months. Why don't you live in the present? Why don't you be happy now? We don't. And then we came to first standard. Were we happy there? We were happy for few days, and slowly we realized, what happiness is this? There's not so much of happiness. I think when I go to high school, I'll be very happy. First to seventh, you push yourself and come for the high school thinking it's a new campus, it's a new school. You will be very happy, and you went there. You were happy. But that happiness did not stay consistently. Slowly, that happiness, when it did not remain consistent, you started feeling this is not happiness. At primary, I was very happy. At home, I was still more happy. I will definitely be happy when I go to +1 and +2. So you pushed yourself to +1 and +2. Were you happy there? Again, you thought that degree will be very happy, and you pushed yourself to graduation. Was graduation happy? There also for few days only you enjoyed happiness, and slowly somebody told, +1, +2 was much more happier. Primary was still more happier. At home, we were the most happiest people. So many books to study, and then somebody told, you get the first job, everything will be okay, you will be very happy. It was a struggle getting a first job, but somehow you could make up and saw to it that you got the best job what you had expected. When the job came, you were the happiest person. But was it consistent? No. Slowly what happened after 1 month and 2 months, you saw a lot of politics in office, and slowly you realize what happiness is this? There is no happiness. And you are craving for happiness. We have lived our entire life craving for happiness, craving for that perfection without working on now. In communication, I want to see that perfection. Can I work now to see that perfection in future? Without working now, just craving one day I'm going to become best, it's not going to happen. And somebody told marriage will be a bliss. How many of you are married? All of you? Okay. All of you also thought the same? Marriage means it is heaven every day. Everybody, even me also thought. They say, मजा नहीं आ रहा है. किस में? ऑफिस में. रोज जा रहा हूँ, सैलरी भी मिल रहा है, मजा नहीं आ रहा है. ए शादी कर लो, बहुत मजा आएगा. And you got married, and marriage was not easy. You come to your mom and say, Mom, you were saying something, na? Mom knows to pull the leg. What was I saying? You were asking me, na? Am I ready? Will I be ready to get married? Get married. I am ready now. Mom gives that sarcastic smile. You don't realize it. Now you ask her, why did you give that sarcastic smile? You know the answer, she will say. Because you already know the answer. You thought marriage is going to be consistent, constant, heaven, always. No, it comes with a combo offer. hell and heaven packaged together. One moment your wife will look like an angel, the next moment she will look like a devil. Everybody. For you, she. For she, you. Both it's the same. And you thought marriage is blissful and you will rise in marriage. No, you will fall in love and fall in marriage only. And you're still falling. And then you thought marriage will be blissful. You got engaged. From the time the engagement happens till the marriage, and after marriage 3 months, because you are only seeing the positive side of each other. She looks like an angel to you and you look like an angel to her, and it is very blissful. The moment the 3rd month starts, when tutu mai mai starts, then you start realizing how difficult it is to manage 2 loved ones. Oh, here is mom, here is my wife. How to balance this? And you go to all the stories and you know, if Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara were not able to balance, what will you balance? So you give up. That's the reason for them, they have never spoken about who their mother was. They have always told Parabrahma is their father. They never spoke about who their mother was, because it's not easy to balance mother and wife. A beautiful tale which you will only understand after you get into a marriage. I don't say marriage is blissful. Marriage is a present continuous tense. You will have to keep working. Office is a present continuous tense. You will have to keep working. Improving communication skill is a present continuous tense. You will have to keep working until you reach that perfection. Nothing is perfection. You can still go ahead. Nothing is perfection. If this attitude can be followed, beautiful will be our life. And you get married and she also is happy, you're also happy. After 2-3 months, you realize tutu mai mai is happening. The angel is no more an angel, the devil is no more a devil. It's a combination of both, and slowly you start realizing, no, the only solution is, घर में एक बच्चा आ जाएगा ना, सब कुछ, everything will be okay. And then घर में बच्चा आएगा तो everything will not be okay. Everything will be not okay then. लेकिन बच्चा बाजू वाले घर में है, you can go whenever he is neat and clean, go, tuckle him, chinnu munnu, give him a chocolate and come back. But if he comes to your house, you know, when your first son or daughter came, the house changes into he becoming the boss. He will decide when to eat, he will decide when you should sleep, he will decide when you should go to office, and he will decide which place is a kakka room and non-kakka room. Everything he is going to decide. You had made there is a place for everything in its place. For him, there is no place for anything and there is no place for everything. He can do wherever he wants, whatever he wants, whenever he wants. There is no timings. And slowly you start realizing what a pain he is. You call him an angel out of love, but many a times you have called him devil also. Again out of love. What devil is easy? It doesn't allow me to sleep for 5 minutes also. And then you are anticipating, if he starts growing and growing and growing, you will feel happier. But you have never lived in this moment. Right now is the time for you to improve your communication skills. Can you work on it? No. I will become perfect. One day I'll become perfect. One day, how will you become perfect if you don't work now? If I work on today's happiness, present happiness, and then when I go to that place, I can reply back. I can always reflect back and say, wow, what a life I have lived. I have never missed even one moment. I have enjoyed every moment of my life. So that's how our living has to be. And your son is growing, you think it's going to bring you more happiness when he goes to school, you push him to school. No, there will always be some way where an happiness will be attacked. All of us have this fever of unhappiness. We always follow that strictly. We always have. For no reason we can become unhappy. For no reason at all. Happiness is not there with us in abundance. We always can become unhappy. Let me share a beautiful story. In Karnataka, the Super Lotto lottery was a reality. What I mean by it was a reality means, the Super Lotto lottery would be announced every month once, and we used to buy an online ticket and the result used to be announced, and everybody would be curious on the last Sunday to see who has won this lottery. One such Sunday, I was reading the paper, my father was sitting next to me, and my mother was preparing a coffee. My sister was actually lighting a diya lamp. My brother was still sleeping. All of a sudden, I read this news telling a Bangalore boy has won 4 crores of rupees. How much? 4 crore. It makes us naturally happy. When I read it loud, my mother expressed a very natural happiness. My father expressed a very natural happiness. And my sister was also happy. And immediately my mother told, anyway you're lighting the lamp, instead of lighting an oil lamp, why don't you light a lamp with the ghee? So she told, you take ghee, you light the lamp. It's an occasion, let us celebrate, let us say thanks to God. And my sister came, she picked up the ghee bottle and she went and she's about to prepare for that lighting of the lamp. And my father told, continue to read, let us find out exactly for whom the prize has gone. As I was reading, it continued, a Bangalore boy who stays in South Bangalore. We were very happy. Why? We also stay in South Bangalore. So happy you cannot imagine. And then I continued to read and it says, this boy resides in Wilson Garden. We were very happy. It had crossed Mount Everest. Why? We also stay in Wilson Garden. Happiness had no boundaries at all. So much of happiness. And slowly I started reading and the prize has gone to a person who stays in 11th Cross. We also stay in 11th Cross. My God, happiness had no boundary. But curious to know who has got it. And slowly when I read, our door number was 213/60. The next door number was 213/61 and it was written, it has gone to an address 213/61 and his name is Ramesh. As soon as I read Ramesh, there was pin drop silence at home. Because Ramesh was our neighbor. We were happy. Our happiness was boundaryless. Within a span of 1 second, the same prize would have gone to anyone in Bangalore. We were the most happiest people, you and me put together. But when the same prize, when the same promotion goes to your colleague, not for you, when the same increment goes to your colleague, not for you, and the same increment goes to your wife working in a different company, not for you, you cannot handle. Your happiness becomes misery. And immediately my mother shouted, don't even light any lamp you come. God, why God is not able to see kids, our own kids, because we are smart in studies also. My kids are much smart in studies. That guy has failed multiple times. At least I should have bought a lottery to win. We have not even bought the lottery. But look at the disgrace of how we think, our devil mentality. Somehow, nothing of ours has changed. When everything started early in the morning, nothing of us changed. We did not buy the lottery. We were not expecting 4 crore. So happiness came and happiness became misery within no time. Why? The way we start thinking. I think somewhere we will have to make this check. We will have to start changing the way we start looking at it. It's not a real story. My mother would be happy if the neighbor also got a prize. But you and me, we always behave like that. Nothing of ours would have changed. But we will be ready to change the entire world and start feeling miserable. Like that in your life, if somebody is better than you and for no reason or for some strange reason, God gives him a break and you don't get a break. It's okay. Life में ऐसे surprises आता है. Look at him and say, क्या surprise देगा यार. Continue with your life. So that communication with him is also important. Most of us, we are talking about communication. We don't know how to communicate with him only. What did I communicate in this story? In this story, I communicated to him saying, I'm not happy when my neighbor gets 4 crore rupees. Understanding is what? He doesn't come to the conclusion, he is not happy because it has come to his neighbor. He will come to a conclusion, he is not happy with 4 crores coming to anybody. That means if it comes to him also, he will not happy. Let me not give him. Always remember the thought process, what we realize, means release to the world, release to the universe. There are angels and devils who are coexisting in the same space. We know there are tricks. There were scientific experiments that were done and it has proved that we are living in a coexisting space. Only thing is we are not able to see them because it is beyond us. They are not able to see us. It is beyond them. But we say there is this genie, that angels, there is this positive side, there is this devil surrounding us. So always whenever you are sending any kind of a thought process, it is a communication that you are sending. Let it be a positive communication. It should not be that I am not happy because my neighbor has got 4 crore. If you can light that lamp at least for 1 full week, because you are celebrating that your road and especially your neighbor has got a promotion, Your friend has got an increment, and slowly the universe will realize this man is happy about increments. If he is expressing so much of happiness, then there is a want of increment in him. Then the genie will say, your wish is my command, master, it shall be fulfilled. And slowly you will start attracting it. When you feel unhappy about it, you will start detaching yourself, or you will be actually repulsing yourself from that, and that expectation that God had to give you, somebody had to give you, will go away. Ask yourself, am I communicating properly? Will you be happy? There are two kids, two sons or two daughters for you. You give anything, one of them is so happy, so much filled with gratitude. He always hugs you and say, thank you so much. And the other one, you give him one chocolate, same expression, why not two? You give him two chocolates, same expression, why not four? You give him four chocolate, why not eight? You give him 8 chocolate, why not 10? You and me are also living the same. And do you like that person who reacts like that? That son or daughter who reacts like that? No, you say, what stupid, whatever, there is no gratitude at all. I gave him cycle, let him be happy about the cycle. But the other person who is very much filled with gratitude, thank you very much, Papa, for the cycle. Thank you for the pain that you have taken among so many billions and billions, so many 150 crores population of India. You have chosen me and you have gifted me with the cycle. Thank you a lot. Can we just communicate? When you are being communicated like that by your son or a daughter, what do you feel like? You feel like, I'll call him separately and give him one more cycle. And the other person whom is actually crimping and cribbling about why not bike, what do you feel like? Let him go, I will take this bike and I will throw it or give it to somebody, an orphan, and I will tell him your bike was got a theft. Why? That is how your reaction is. What communication are you doing? We will look at those aspects of communication also. Most of the time we say aham brahmasmi, and most of us cannot say it also. Can you say it? Aham brahmasmi. What does that mean? Mai Brahmam. I am the creator. It was not the story of when Krishna ate mud and the Yashoda says, open your mouth. What is that inside you? When he opens it, it is not shown that Krishna ke andar bhumandal hai. Entire Brahmand is in Krishna. No, it is to say that sabke andar wo Brahmand hai. Bhagwan kahin aur nahi hai. There is no God anywhere else. He is here inside you. If you want to create, you can create that entire Brahman. But do you believe in that aham brahmasmi? I can do miracles in this world because I myself am Brahma. That is how people have made and became successful. A Chaiwala becomes the greatest prime minister because he strongly believed aham brahmasmi. I know I can make it big. And he kept on telling to himself, the universe which is present inside him, the entire Brahman which is present inside him will start answering your call. You shall become the greatest. A simple teacher who came in an exchange program becomes the first Nobel Prize winner for India. I'm talking about the great Mother Teresa. From zero to having a chain of hospitals across the world as a single lady. Because she believed, aham brahmasmi, I can create whatever I want. If I can create in this Brahman, if I can create in this Brahman, I can manifest it into reality. Manifesting it into reality is not my job. But creating in my thing, that manifestation is my job. Bringing that to reality is the universe's job. Communication is all about this. I live in a forest. I should live in the forest and die in the forest. Most of them live in the village and die in the village. Forget about forest. Deep in the forest, I am a tribal girl. You should live as a tribal and die as a tribal. Na? No, aham brahmasmi. I can reach that height which is possible by Brahma only. Aham brahmasmi. I can do that miracle. And this lady becomes the Draupadi Murmu, the present first citizen of India. And look at her amazing achievement, because she knew how to communicate. Sometimes we ask ourselves, I think we have never communicated to ourselves properly. So wherever we are is because of your past communication with yourself and with the universe and with the Brahman who is inside. You're a manager of a ISRO, you're a manager of a DRDO, you're a manager of one particular, whatever you are is because that is what you had communicated to yourself. And the genie always says, irrespective of whatever you say, the genie says, your wish is my command, master, it shall be fulfilled. Right now, you can take that presumption. Right now, at this moment, my communication is very clear, sir. I'm working in ISRO. I should retire as a director of it. And I should be the longest serving director of this ISRO. That is what we say. Aham Brahmasmi. I should be the longest director of this ISRO company, whatever company you people are working. And the genie will say, your wish is my command, master, and it shall be fulfilled. Yes, hurdles are thrown to make him. He should believe that you strongly want it with conviction. Problems will be thrown, resistance will be thrown. Problems were thrown to this Chaiwala, problems were thrown to this Draupadi Murmu, problems were thrown to this so-called Mother Teresa. It was not easy cakewalk. But still, Aham Brahmasmi, I will not change for anything, and it is possible. If it is not today, it is possible tomorrow. Let me keep working towards it. So the genie keeps saying, your wish is my command, master, it shall be fulfilled. When it shall be fulfilled, he doesn't give the time, but he commits that it shall be fulfilled. And if you can hold on to it till the last moment, miracles are going to happen. So when you are communicating, can I communicate with these kind of positive thoughts? That is what we are talking today about: communication skills, presentation skills, public speaking skills. The basic thing is, can I communicate to the world happiness, and can I communicate happiness to myself? This is how you will have to. Non-verbally, can I communicate happiness to the outside world? Non-verbally, can I communicate happiness to myself? Yes, being best dressed in every occasion. Being with a smile in every occasion. I get two, I get one. The same smile should continue. My smile should not depend on the materialistic need. I should not become a slave of a materialistic need and then decide whether I will have to be happy or not. That means somewhere your communication is wrong. Communication is not always about what you say onto the outside world. Communication also is how you receive from the outside world and how is your reaction to it. That is again a communication, non-verbal communication. You're being promoted, you're not being promoted. So promotion person will sit, and the promotion who did not get, he will start leaving the hall. That means that's not the right communication. You have sent easy signals. For anybody given promotion, I will not like, I will go. But if you can show happiness, I think God also should feel like, I think the promotion should not have been to him, it should have been to him, because he deserves more. His acknowledgement was much, much more in communication in terms. That's the reason when we talk about communication and presentation skills, we also speak about affirmation skills. Affirmation is very important. Before starting anything, can I create an affirmation communication onto myself, to my so-called Brahman, and saying that I can become successful here? So that's the reason before attending any presentation, I write a confirmation. I assume I have got big round of applause from all the participants of today's my session on communication skills, public speaking skills, and presentation skills. I start affirming, I start writing that affirmation. That affirmation can be written and communicated to us. We follow that 3-6-9 technique. There are a lot of such techniques, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, once in the evening, or we also call it as affirmation techniques that should be followed in the Brahmi Muhurta. Early in the morning, there is at a certain point of time, we say the energy level is very high in the atmosphere. At that time, if we can strongly sit and communicate to my Brahmand and the Brahmand what I think is outside, it transfers the information, that communication channel, and makes me enter into that zone where a chaiwala could become a prime minister, where a tribal woman could become a president, where an ordinary school teacher becomes the greatest and the chain of hospitals. Even today, if you have an opportunity, visit any of those missionaries hospitals. Even today, the nurses and the doctors, they have non-commercial attitude and they are there only to serve anywhere in the world. But you get into another hospitals, you will feel like it's a commercialized hospital. There is no serving as a motive. The motive is all about how much money can I extract from every patient. So that again, the communication plays that important role. And today we are going to talk about that because we were speaking about happiness. So sometimes we don't know whether we are positively communicating or negatively communicating. Sometimes our communication itself is going to be a curse for ourselves. Always remember, in non-verbal communication, if an individual can always keep that smile irrespective of whatever the situation is, he is called as an amazing communicator, and such person becomes a leader. If a person creates chaos for every small problem, if a person gets disturbed for every small problem, if a person creates turbulence for every small problem, he will never be a captain. He will never be a leader. He will not be a CEO. He will not be a chairman. He can only work under somebody. Who can become the chairman? Who knows how exactly to react in such situations. That's the reason we say we have that capability of how we reply and react to various situations in our life, and how our communication styles, attitude, and body language, facial expression changes. Can we act confidence? Sometimes we say the best way of putting positive energy into us is, can I act confidence knowing that I really don't know what can happen to me? When we say braveness is not that he is not afraid of death. Braveness is, with that fear of death also, is ready to stand there, not knowing which bullet coming from the other side is going to hit him. That is what we say communication. Can you stand there? Then we say, look at him. What a courageous man he is. Courage does not mean he doesn't fear. He has fear. But with that fear, he stands there to guard us, not knowing which bullet my name is written. And the moment the bullet reaches me, my loved ones are going to be permanently very far away from me. And I'll have to leave them and go, knowing that he comes there, daringly stands. And that is called as courageousness. How did he express that courageousness? Why do we say this man is so courageous? Why? Because every time there was a fear in that particular situation, when nobody volunteered, he volunteers and he stands there. That attitude is also important. While you are communicating, can you communicate with that attitude? That is makes you a greatest leader. Yes, GST was a necessity. We had to implement it. Demonetization was a necessity. We had to implement it. SIR was a necessity. We had to implement it. It is not logic, it is science. When the science says that all these has to be implemented, can I go there daringly take that stand? What is courageousness? Courageousness is going there and taking the stand and telling the world, we shall have GST from today. I know it will hurt few people. We shall have demonetization from today, and from today midnight, 12 o'clock onwards, the 500 or 1000 notes what we are using, it is not going to be in charge. That requires daringness. So that again is communication. Why is the world looking at Narendra Modi and saying what a great leader he is? Why is the world looking at every director of ISRO and saying what move is going to be next? Because they have communicated to the world and they have told, if miracles has to happen, it only happens in ISRO. When the entire world thinks of having their own satellite, they cannot, because it's a very big, highly impossible budget they need. But the greatness of India was when it launched the mission Mars, our cost effectiveness was to the peak, and the entire world was communicated with that, telling that we were capable of actually completing our mission Mars with 1/10 of the total budget of the movie Gravity that had released in Bollywood then. And our cost was less than 10 rupees, which an auto wala will not charge. This was openly told to the world. Did you think these were communication made to India to make everybody believe ISRO is capable of doing the miracle? No. This was a communication that was sent to the world on a public speaking domain, telling we are capable of transferring anything within less than 10 rupees per kilometer. Then the world heard it, overheard it. And what happened? Next was a miracle. At one go, we were able to send 120 satellites. Anybody from ISRO?
No, sir.
Oh, you can Google. Immediately after that, after 1 year, ISRO launched a program where it told, we are going to launch our satellites and it is going to be at this cost. If you also want, please come. Do you know US, the entire government of US, where there were different departments, Some of the government departments in United States of America also could not think. Many of the scientists working there, they thought how nice it would be if we could have somebody who could send this satellite to the orbit within the lifetime of mine. And that dream was fulfilled when Visro told we are going to launch this, and they launched. At one point of time, 120 plus satellites were released into the orbits. That is communication. Communication is not who is going to listen. Communication is this: I want him to listen, and that listening should give us results. वो लोग घुस के 100 times they did. अगर वो घुस के मार सकते हैं, हम भी घुस के मारेंगे. But that घुस के मारना, that was not the chaos. That was how am I going to sell BrahMos to the world? And we were capable of selling BrahMos to the world. Look at the way we communicated to the world. This is all about the idea of communication. How are we going to communicate to the world? See, communication from different aspects. There are some researches also done why this became successful and why this did not become a successful. Now, we will look from the aspects. What is communication? Politics is all about communication. Why should anybody choose Vijay, who never had any experience in politics, that too unanimously giving so many seats? It was a miracle coming true for us. But it was a well-planned communication strategy that they followed, and it really worked according to the plan, and they got 100% result. Now PhD is going on. What really made this Vijay win over? It is still a miracle. People are not able to come to the terms. But yes, is communication to the citizens of the Tamil Nadu, his promises to the citizens of Tamil Nadu has really impacted to a level which is unimaginable. Again, it is all about communication. One wrong communication did not happen from him. So communication is, how am I going to get this work done? After the failure of Chandrayaan-2, I don't call it as a failure because it was 95% a success. Only the soft landing had a problem. What was that communication skills that was required to motivate the entire team so that we know that we have gone very close to that success, and next time it is going to be a grand success? So communication plays a very important role. He could have called and he could have told, it's okay, we will definitely continue with one more mission. You need not worry. When the success came, Prime Minister did not come from the outside world to actually specify, to congratulate, because he knows congratulation itself is so much of energy. My presence may not be required. And when Chandrayaan-3 was successful, he just called and he told a great congratulations to every one of you. But when Chandrayaan-2 failed, communication is all about when my physical presence has to be there. That is non-verbal communication. I can speak the same lines through the phone. But if my physical presence can be there, it can make a very big difference. From a place where he was, immediately he took a flight. He came, he pacified him because the mission failed in the last moment, and he told, none of our future missions are going to be altered or changed for whatever the results you have got. Please don't have in mind. Prepare for the next project. He told and he left. Again, it is all about communication skills. How was it communicated? So we are looking from various aspects. From at the same time, we are looking at how this can make a big difference to you, to your family members, and for your loved ones, your kids, because you want them to be amazing communicators. So by understanding few of those right things what you are doing, you pour that right things on your colleagues, your subordinates, and also pour on the right things to your children also, so that you know, I want them to be an amazing communicators. Then coming back to that happiness and how we were always hunting for happiness and we did not get. Most of the time on weekends, assuming the class went very good, all of you were very happy, and today was Saturday and tomorrow is Sunday. What do we say? Happy? Weekend. All of you say this, na? Happy weekend. Is it a wish or a curse?
Wish.
Okay, all of you think it is a wish. Let me tell you, it is in disguise a curse. Saturday afternoon, when you know tomorrow is Sunday, actually weekend is Saturday. It's not Sunday. Sunday is the beginning of the week. But our weekend means Saturday and Sunday. That is how we wish everybody a happy weekend. And Saturday afternoon, you go back home, you are so happy because you know tomorrow is Sunday. Very, very happy. Most of you will try all the pani puris on the road, whatever you get, because you are the most happiest person. You are not worried at what time you are going to home also, because you know happiness is in the peak. Because tomorrow is Sunday. You take your own sweet time and you are not worried what time to have a dinner. You go through all the channels, you binge watch most of the serials you missed on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you are enjoying and you're not even thinking what time should I have my dinner. Whatever time you feel like the family organizes, you have the dinner like you never had dinner in your lifetime. The most happiest dinner you have. And you're not worried about sleeping. You are waiting, let the sleep come, I will sleep. And whatever time you go to bed, you get such a sound sleep because it is Saturday. One of the best sleep that we get as per the research is on Saturday night, because weekend blues. Then Sunday morning, you're not worried what time you get up. Sometimes you don't prepare at home also. Find the nearest hotel, take your family, because you are in the peak of happiness. You will not do the same thing on Tuesday, Wednesday. Sunday only you will do. You are so happy. You have the breakfast like you have never had. You are waiting for that lunch to come. Few of you are used to non-veg on that day. You do everything, have your lunch, and now you say life is all about how we can enjoy sleeping in the afternoon, and you go for that afternoon nap. And as you are sleeping, 3 o'clock happens, 3:30 happens, and something reminds tomorrow is Monday. How is your reaction? You are very happy. The moment you feel like Monday, you like to go to the calendar and tear that Monday and put Sunday 1, Sunday 2, Sunday 3, KGF 1, KGF 2, KGF 3, Pushpa 1, Pushpa 2, Pushpa 3. Why? You don't want that Monday. What was your wish? Happy weekend. The moment the week is coming to an end, your life will become miserable. And yes, the evenings of Sunday is the worst evenings of your life. And the worst night of your week is Sunday nights. You are sleeping, sleep is not coming, boss is coming, tomorrow's work is coming, lot of things are happening. You want to sleep, you are not able to sleep. You want to sleep, you are not able to sleep. Somehow you sleep, and Monday morning you are not interested to get up. Somehow you need to get up. You come to office with that blues, and look at the way you have communicated to yourself, and look at the way you have reacted. For what did you react? You reacted to happy weekend only. For you also happy weekend. You should have changed it. What happy weekend? We shall have a great happy Sunday and night. That's how our wish has to be. Sometimes we don't know whether we're wishing or cursing or wishing. So we are a set of people who don't want to actually use good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. We always want to be at par. Instead of good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, we want to say happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. All of you, can you do it with me? Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Once again, only this side. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. With me, happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Sir, happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Most of you only lip movement. God also will do lip movement. Marriage, he will only do lip movement. Marriage. You don't want that, na? Involve yourself. And most of the time when we communicate, our circuits are wrong. Whether it is public speaking, whether it is presentation skills, whether it is any kind of communication, we have a circuit. The circuit should be connected to the heart. Most of the time when we speak, you will be such an emotionless person. We feel like, where is the circuit connected? Is it connected to the kidney? Most of us. So we'll have to remove the circuit from the kidney, put it to the heart. Some people are very good in such communication. When they come with such flying and colorful eyes, colorful face with an expression, and it will impact the audience. Some of them will come, we feel like, ayyo, why did this guy come? That should not be the way your life has to be lived. Your life has to be a man filled with overflowing enthusiasm. All of you repeat, enthusiasm. You should be that abundant enthu. When you come, the entire hall should be filled with enthusiasm. When you leave, the energy that you have left here should remain, and you should go to a new place with a new energy. That is called as, can you carry that aura? That is very, very important. Such people only will become the great people, and they start getting bigger and bigger and bigger opportunity because they are a man filled with enthusiasm. You should also, and enthusiastic people only will be blessed. Lethargic people, you also don't want to bless. Among those two people, the man who came and who hugged you and said, Papa, thank you so much for the cycle, Papa. You feel like getting one more. And the other one is still in the room. Why you did not come? Why I should come? You have got me only cycle only, na? Next day, will you think you will buy him anything? You will have a separate gift which you had brought. You wanted to give it to him for his achievement. Instead, you will go and give that elder brother. You take ma. Don't tell him I gave him. Because you don't respect what kind of communication you are actually expressing. Your communication creates an energy of attraction. It creates an energy of repulsion. So, you should know what kind of energy you are creating. A drunkard will always create so much of energy in him. He will find 5 drunkards anywhere he goes in the world. He will find 5 of them. A spiritual person, wherever he goes, he will find any 5 spiritual persons and he will say, I had gone to US. I know you will say, you met 5 spiritual people. Yes. The drunkard, I know you will say, you met 5 drunkards. And instead of 2 bottles, you did 3 bottles. You attract what you want to attract. And you attract what you have communicated to attract. What you want to attract is again a communication. It's a non-verbal communication. I did not use words. My thought process. Sometimes in thought process we do the greatest sin, but through words you actually say, wow, good. Hey, you are looking very beautiful. But in the mind you want to feel, you are looking very sexy. But in the mind I can't say that. No? Wow, you are looking very, very beautiful. But the communication has happened. She has received that also, she has received this also. Sir, I'm sorry, ma. Your dress makes me feel that. Please don't, excuse me. That's enthusiasm. Can I be honest? There should not be any kind of spectacles between me and the audience. I should be transparent. But sometimes that spectacle is important. What to say, what not to say, when not to say, how to say, and how long to say. All these are powerful weapons of communication. When to speak, when not to speak, how much to speak, how long to speak, at what pitch to speak, what examples to use while you are speaking, what languaging you will have to use while you are speaking, what storytelling you can do, what stories can I use. All this makes all the difference. A good communicator is the one who can channelize this and then release onto the audience depending on who the audience are. That is called as amazing communication. So instead of happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, instead of good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, what will we say? Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Why only happiness from morning, afternoon, evening, night? All the days we want happiness, we'll start with Monday blues only. Because Monday is the worst day because you have wished so. Instead of that, you should wish, let there be an excellent Sunday night, let there be an happy Monday morning. And see, it will be an happy Monday morning. If you want, it can be. You fix your wedding on Monday morning. Do you think Sunday you will spend unhappily? No. That will be the best Sunday of your life. What was the best Sunday of your life? When it was the reception of mine and tomorrow was my marriage. That was the best day. Again, it was a Sunday. But your communication from past 6 months, preparing for that day, was filled with so much of happiness, so much of enthusiasm. Automatically that day becomes a most happiest and memorable moment of everybody's life. Why? That's how your communication has happened for the past 6 months. My marriage, please come, please bless me. You will come, na? Definitely come. My marriage, please come, please bless me. You will definitely come, na? Uncle, you should not miss. Your blessing is required. Uncle, please bless me. You take his blessings. How much of energy you are gathering? How much of energy you are gathering? That's the reason you get into any Indian wedding. You will never feel that there is no happiness there. It will be filled with so much of happiness because that communication to that particular situation for that particular event has been happening from past 1 year, from past 6 months. It's been energized. And on the day of the marriage, everybody, the groom's father, mother, the groom's brother, sister, the bridegroom's mother, brother, sister, they will be in the eye of their energy. They wouldn't have slept even 1 minute the night. But still early morning there will be a glow in the face. Why? The energy aura. It doesn't ask for sleep. When the aura is high, when the energy is high, it won't ask for sleep. When the energy is low, it will ask for sleep. And when you sleep a little more, it will bring again letharginess. That's the reason Sunday afternoon when you sleep, you will be very, very happy. When you get up, you will feel drowsy, you will feel lazy, you are not able to put up your leg. And that moment you remember tomorrow was Monday gone. So instead of good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, we have made it as happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Instead of let there be a good Monday. No, good Monday is not right. Happy Monday. All of us repeat. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday. Once again. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday, happy Monday. Now why only Saturday, Sunday, Monday? All the months we want to be happy. Okay, we'll start with January. Happy January, happy February, happy March, happy April, happy May, happy June, happy July, happy August, happy September, happy October, happy November, happy December. All the seasons we should be happy. It's hot, be happy. People go to summer vacations for deserts because they want to experience the hotness. बहुत hot है. Enjoy करो. Happy summer. People go to rainiest places because they want to experience that rainy. And you are saying, why is it raining now? Go get wet sometime under the sun. Enjoy the happiness. Where is that child? Why did you kill your child? Not your child. The child which was you. The moment you kill the child, your age limit has come down. You keep the child active, your age limit also will go up. That's the reason we say, my grandpa still acts like he's a kid. What an energy he has. We never say, my grandpa acts like an old man. No, we say, he acts still like he's a kid. He's jumping, he's laughing, he's talking, he's dancing, he's moving faster. He talks faster, he springs faster, he walks faster, he sits faster, he stands faster. Everything is happening at a pace which is unimaginable. And such people will live a long life. Most of you carry that constipation and unhappiness. Happiness is, you should be able to go there. नहीं आ रहा है, song ले लो, अब तो आ जाओ, अभी तो आ जाओ, अब तो आ जाओ, अभी तो आ जाओ, आ जाएगा. And ज़्यादा जा रहा है, be happy. Loose motion है ना, be happy. कभी कभी नल छोड़ने से नहीं आता है, आपका छोड़ने से बिना फटाफट आ रहा है, एंजॉय करो. व्हाट यू विल एंजॉय? अब तो बंद करो, बस करो, बस करो, बंद करो, बस करो, बंद करो, बंद करो. अब तो रुक जाओ, अब तो रुक जाओ, अब तो रुक जाओ, अब तो रुक जाओ. ऐसे रुक जाओ, रुक जाओ, रुक जाओ, रुक जाओ. Can I bring that happiness? I know the situation is very worse. Can I bring that happiness? My communication to the outside world is, can I bring that happiness? Now, when you leave this room and when you go out, can I be a different personality to my family once? I'll call them and say, happy morning, I love you so much. You have stopped telling that to your wife. You have stopped telling that to your son. You have stopped telling to your father. You have stopped telling to your colleagues. We are not like that. We always say, thank you, love you so much. Thank you, love you all so much. Beautiful. So instead of only enjoying averagely, what we will say, happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. All of you, happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. Once again, happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. Now we'll come to a conclusion. All of you will hold your hands like this. Communication will become more effective when you involve non-verbal entities also. Your eyes, your dress code, body language, your facial expression, everything. So irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness will remain, constant. Always constant. All of you stand. Energetic. Stand. Now we will do it a little rhythmically, because when we do it very shallowly, you cannot feel the happiness. When you keep moving your body, you will feel more happiness. So we will go rhythmically. This is the forehead level. We'll go for happy morning. This is at the chest level. Happy afternoon. Happy evening at the vocal level. Happy night. 4 angles from inside. Happy morning. Happy afternoon. Happy evening. Happy night. All of you. Happy morning, happy afternoon from inside. Happy evening, happy night. Smile, smile. Once again, happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Olgade happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Once again, happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Now happiness you can feel because you have stood. Lazily you can't be happy. Happiness comes when there is energy in you. With letharginess you can't create happiness. Happiness may your body becomes dynamic. Laziness means static. Static, no movement. The greatest static is dead body, no movement, no emotions. If you are alive, it should not be negative emotions. He's alive when we say, when he's always talking and always smiling, always colorful, we say, this guy is always alive. We use that line, this guy is always alive. Otherwise, you will say, why this guy is always dead? Most of us are living like a dead man. Why? Because we don't actually are exhibiting that aliveness in our life. You have a beautiful wife. Stay happy, na? You look at the next table. One more wife is there. Be happy with her. That may be still more difficult. Most of us, our communication to the world is like that only. You are eating masala dosa. Be happy. The next table person is eating kesri bath. Now we'll say, if I eat kesri bath, it will be nice. I think I should have taken kesri bath. I should have taken. Forget. Go buy the kesri bath. Eat. At least be happy. Now you will see one person has taken jamun there. And he will say jamun means it would have been nice time. Like that, we are never happy with whatever we are. That is what we wanted to say. Irrespective of, in spite of whatever the situation is, my happiness is constant. My happiness is always constant. It will not change. Okay, oh yeah. Now we will go for all the weekdays. Rhythmically we will do. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday. We will start. Clockwise is called as positive. Anti-clockwise is called as negative. Assuming today you get up midnight, 12 o'clock. The clock is going in the negative side. What you will say? Booth. Why? Negative means booth. The clockwise is positive. Anti-clockwise is negative. When we will have to call in the devils, we do the puja anti-clockwise. When we will have to call in the angels on positiveness, we do it clockwise. So, we always say when we do Ayush Puja, they do it 3 times this way for the angels. 3 times the negative way for the devils also. That's the only time where they worship even devil also. By doing negatively, we say all that will go off to mantra. You're calling all that energy and putting it into that place and you're bursting it. As a cracker or as a kumblukai, whatever, that pumpkin. Now, okay, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday will be straight. Happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday. Start from the left, everybody. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, straight. Happy Thursday. Sir, Thursday, straight. Thursday, straight. Thursday. Happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday. Once again, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday. It should be on a forehead level, okay? Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday. Now we have all the months. We will go January, February on the forehead level, January, February, March, April. On the chest level, May, June, July, August. A little down, September, October, November, December. What should be constant? Happiness. Okay, ready, steady, go. Happy January, happy February. Right. Happy January, happy February. Happy March, happy April. Happy May, happy June. Happy July, happy August. Happy September, happy October, happy November, happy December. Smile again. Smile is not coming. Then we have 4 seasons. Happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. Okay? Ready, steady, go. Happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. Hands like this. Irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness will remain constant. Always constant. Hold it like this. Constant. We'll do in one go, all of us? Okay. Ready, steady. Okay. Ready, steady, go. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday, happy January, happy February, happy March, happy April, happy May, happy June, happy July, happy August, bend, happy September, happy October, happy November, happy December, happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. Irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness will remain constant. Always constant. So, for 4 of you come, sir. 2 year, we will do it here. You will have to communicate to outsiders saying that, look, we are happy. I'll be at the center. You see all of us are there in the video, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Come close, come close. Okay, ready, steady, go. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Once again, happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday. Happy January, happy February, happy March, happy April, happy May, happy June, happy July, happy August. Bend a little. Happy September, happy October, happy November, happy December, happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. Like this. Irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness will remain constant. Always constant. Okay, the next four of you. Guys, you should carry this happiness. When you go back home, you should not start with good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. No. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. When you wish for happiness, the same genie will come. Your wish is my command master. You shall be given happiness. Yes. Yes. Okay. Ready, steady, go. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Zor se. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday. Happy January, happy February, happy March, happy April, happy May, happy June, happy July, happy August. Bang! Happy September, happy October, happy November, happy December. Happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. Hands like this. Irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, whatever the situation is, my happiness is constant. Always constant. Very good. And the next one, please come to. Quick. बैठिए sir. You guys can sit. Okay, ready, steady, go. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday. Happy January, happy March, happy April, happy May, happy June, happy July, happy August, and happy September, happy October, happy November, happy December, happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. Irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness will remain constant. Always constant. Go back. Thank you very much. This should be your attitude from today. Irrespective of, in spite of whatever the situation. My wife has prepared the best meal, I'll be happy. My wife today has prepared a little not so good meal, my happiness will still remain the same. I will show more happiness because I am creating it pseudo. By creating it pseudo and communicating to her, she will get that very clear message. I thought my husband may shout at me. I thought my officer may shout at me. I thought my boss may shout at me. But still, he expressed more gratitude by telling it's okay to fail. Make them believe it's okay to fail. What kind of communication you are actually communicating? There are some bosses who want subordinates to do wrong and he will call them and he will start throwing so much of tantrums. That should not be your attitude. Then what will happen? The genie will say, your wish is my command master. You will find 2-3 of your subordinates who will do mistake now also. You get ready to scold and he will be ready. Send the next. Bow. Send the next. Bow. Don't be a dog. It's okay. Allow them to fail. You are the boss because you are able to do things better than them. Otherwise, he would have been your boss. I don't want them not to do best. No, I'm not saying that. I want them to do best. But let my communication always have, it's constant. I know today is not your day. Everybody has a bad day. Every dog has a day. Every dog also has a bad day. It's okay. Today is your bad day. You will always know that there are certain days of your life where doing everything best, still it has flopped. And there are certain days, not even doing average, it has hit. So it's okay. Life is like that. Don't expect that today I want to scold something. And even your subordinates also speak. He has given some work, na? He will be waiting to scold 1 or 2. And Jimmy will say, why 1 or 2? I'll give you 5. And he gives 5. He's expecting today everybody will come on time. And that day nobody will come on time. Why? This is what? Because you did not prepare to appreciate the people who have come on time. You are prepared to scold the people who did not come on time. Looking at stories, what example shall I give when they come late? No. Give examples for those people who are coming early. By actually speaking to them, you will pull others to come early. By concentrating on the late comers, you will make others also to come late. That's the reason when any event, whether the audience are there or not, there are professionals who will not wait for anybody. Irrespective of there is one person in the audience, they will start and they say this beautiful line, I am not actually starting the class on time, knowing many of them are absent. It is not because out of disrespect to them, but it is because of the over respect to the person who has come on time. I want to start my class. When these message goes, the genie says, I understand your opinion, so I shall give you more such people who will come on time. Because you are sending a message. Sometimes in communication we say, the law of karma says when a wrong happens, I should intercept. But I cannot intercept in all the places. I'm not a snake catcher. A snake has come and is about to bite. You can't go there, come bite me. Don't bite him. No, you cannot. From the far, the distance at which you are, by the time you come, you will not be able to stop it from biting, but still you can release an energy and communication to the world. Oh God, if some way you can stop that, please stop that. Whatever is happening is wrong, it should not happen. Sometimes a big bouncers, 2-3 bouncers are fighting. You are a lean person from top to bottom. You're not an IPS officer or an IAS officer where a call karne se log aa jate. They are fighting, allow them to fight. But send this energy. What is happening is not right. Few people are smoking. What is happening is not right. They shouldn't be smoking. At least say this message. But don't go to the bouncers, don't smoke here. Unnecessary problems. Law of communication says, law of karma says, when a wrong has happened, I know you cannot intervene and stop it. But if you can, please do so. Because all the time when you do not take that measure, what if your loved one is there? You take unconditionally. Somebody is actually teasing a girl. You're not daring enough to stop it. You're just releasing the thought process. That's the first level we say. But in such cases, go beyond and then say, I'm very sorry, it shouldn't have happened. I'm very, very sorry. This shouldn't have happened. Intervene. What if they become your loved ones? So with this, we will start and then we will continue the rest. You can finish off your chai.
Such a